Thank you, Dr. Rogers. At this time, Dr. Leon Threatt, senior pastor of Christian Faith Assembly Church, is coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. Please receive him.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
I was one of those pastors that was in the forefront of this ordinance there in Charlotte, fighting and defending what was common sense even then.
Right.
And I stand before you this morning as a father, a grandfather, a pastor, and a community leader, and a concerned citizen. As such, it is my profound duty and my urgent responsibility to do all that is within my power to ensure the privacy and decency of our children and our women. It has become more and more challenging each day to witness our common sense liberties and freedoms being challenged and threatened and assaulted by an overreach of more and more government. I strongly believe that restrooms and showers separated by biological sex is common sense, not discrimination.
That's right.
America is facing a weak, sluggish economy, a growing threat by radical Islamic terrorists, $19 trillion in debt, and the increase of homelessness and hunger, and yet our nation would be facing bathroom issues. Our elected officials, the Obama administration and the Attorney General's office would take the time, resources to attempt to transform our schools to the point of violating children's common sense decency with an overreach of more and more bureaucracy. We should never have to choose between decency for our children and education, in which this administration is attempting to force us to do. It has become quite discouraging and disparaging to hear some use the word civil rights on this issue for their personal agenda and their personal cause. The journey of civil rights and the civil rights movement should not be hijacked by the private agenda of a select few. It is equally disturbing to hear our U.S. Attorney General and the Obama administration claim that House Bill 2 is discriminatory, just as the Jim Crow laws of the early 1900s and 1960s. Equally as so, shamefully to use such words, either our Attorney General is woefully misinformed about history, or maybe she didn't read her history books. Jim Crow laws denied Black Americans equal access to housing, to hospitals, to schools, to restaurants, to neighborhoods, and even to cemeteries. Those laws barred Black Americans access to the ballot box and the opportunity to represent in public office. It even denied Black Americans opportunity to faithfully serve their country in the armed forces. And to say that the simple, discretionary, and wise insight of governors and legislators to know the difference between privacy and decency is the same as the Jim Crow laws of the 1900s.
Shame.
As a young man, I attended a segregated school. My first 2 years of elementary was in a segregated school. I know what it feels like to sit not in the back of a bus, but not have a bus. I know what it feels like to be denied access to opportunities, not because I lacked the ability, but because I had a certain color complexion. And to say that that's the same as providing privacy and decency for our children, I think we need to rise up and make it very clear to our President and to this Attorney General that we know the difference here in North Carolina. Let me make it very clear, my battle has never been with the part of the community that struggles with their sexual identity. That's not my battle. My struggle is far and foremost with the government who tries to overreach its bounds to tell us how to feel about such. I commend and applaud the state legislators, the lieutenant governor and the governor for their courage and leadership in passing common sense legislation to stop the overreach of the City Council of Charlotte. And I would ask each of you to continue to stand firm on this issue. This issue is clear. And I'd like to be put on the record, and I would like to encourage all of you to stand firm, because I know without question that history or heaven will affirm that we were on the right side of history on this matter. Let me close with these words by Winston Churchill as he stood before students. He said, never, never, never give up. And I challenge all fair-minded, clear-minded, sensible citizens, never, never give up on this issue. Decency and privacy is the right for all North Carolinians. Let us stand firm until the end. Thank you.